Hey guys, we all want to sound more melodic, and what I'd like to show you today is one way to achieve it. There's all kinds of wonderful things to say about melody, and I'll be glad to say them in the future. The thing I want to enhance today is your guide tone lines. And first of all, let me explain. Traditionally, guide tone lines usually refer to lines constituted with 3s and 7s. For example, if you'd be playing All Things You Are, a guide tone line would be the 7 of F minor, going to the 3 of B flat minor, staying the 7 for E flat 7, and going to the 3 of A flat major 7. So normally guide tones line are defined that way. I want to expand that definition and give you a way to make these very, very sensible lines. Let me show you one of these lines that's basically only using minor and major seconds. And then I'll show you how to turn them into beautiful melodies. So first of all, let me show you a line. What I'll be doing is, this is Stella by Starlight. I'll be, just for fun, I'll be starting on, let's say, A. Could start anywhere really. And I'll be moving my hand down either by a minor second or a second. Watch this. We'll get the line first. Now up. And in the second part of the video, I'll try to explain to you how to make these lines come alive and sound like a person making up melodies like this. Right, so I'm basically going for a naive sound of a person trying to make up melodies as he goes along. Let me give you the actual power to do that. So step one would be getting comfortable with numbers, meaning, and here's how I would practice this. Take each chord and try to spell out all the chord tones. Okay, so if I'm on Stella by Starlight, starting on E, I'd be simply saying the 1, 3, 5, 7. And then I'd be saying the tensions. Remember, in my book for now, the tensions are everything that's a whole step above the 1, 3, and 5. So 9 is always a whole step above 1. 11 is a whole step above 3. And 13 is always a whole step above the 5. So that means, for example, my E half diminished I would simply and slowly say E, G, B flat, D, F sharp, A, and C. Let me play those. And A7 dominants are the exception. They can actually have as 9 either flat 9, 9, or sharp 9, and they can either have 13 or flat 13. So there are more options here, but for the dominants here with a flat 9, I'll say something like A, C sharp, E, G, and then I'll choose the flat 9, B flat, and the sharp 11, which is D sharp, and the flat 13, which is F. So the point is, you're getting used to all the names of the notes, and then I would actually practice really saying them. Let me just say 9s in real time. This is a very, very important exercise. Here I go. This is 9s. F sharp, B flat, D, G, G, C flat, F, B flat, and then I would play it. Okay, so basically I took the first string and I practiced playing the 1s of all chords in real time, the 3s, Okay, this is very, very useful. And then let me give you some fun exercises to start getting into being melodic. Exercise number 1, try to stay in a single place. Let me choose C for fun. And don't move it unless it becomes an avoid note. So let me spell out what the C means in Cell by Starlight, okay? So it's flat 13, sharp 9, 1, 5, 5, 9, 13, 3. And remember, you don't have to play chords like me. All you need to do is have some kind of backing track, play a single note. And let me give you an example where a note stops working. For example, if I'd be playing A flat on G7, like this, and I'd be stuck here trying to play A flat the whole time through, and I'm not allowed, then I would simply move by a half step if I need to. So this is flat 9, I'm on G7. Now I have to move because flat 13 is an avoid note for C. Simply move it to A natural. Move it back to A flat. Now for B flat, it's become A natural. Okay, so the larger point is I can have a single note that is functioning within the chord as 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, or 13. And once it becomes an avoid note, meaning a note that I'm not supposed to play on that chord, simply move it by a half step up or down. What this will hopefully give you is what I would consider vertical control, meaning the ability to think how your note relates to the chord that it's currently being played. That's a very, very important thing in jazz, okay? That's step 1. And let's practice it just for fun one final time. I'll just pick randomly, I'll pick D, okay? And I'll be calling out the notes as I go along. So remember, I'm trying to stay on D. Every time it becomes an avoid, it will move half a step above or below, and I'll be announcing that number. Here I go. Starting on 7. Sharp 11. 9, flat 13. 13, sharp 9. Major 7, sharp 11. Okay, so that's how that works. Now let's get more melodic, and this is honestly how I practice this. So now I have a new thought. This is my guitar. See, my first finger can go up and down like this, right? And I have a rule. This finger is allowed to either move half a step or a whole step. And what I'll be doing is scanning the future. If I'm starting on this note for the E half diminished, I know I can either move to G or to G sharp, and I'll choose the better option. Of course, in this case, G, because it's diatonic. G sharp is an avoid. And I'll be moving up and down. When I hit F, I'll start descending. And watch the line as it's watch the line that's built of minor and major seconds, and then we'll learn to improvise over it. Here I go. Okay, and for fun, I can actually make that line work in half notes, so I'll have 2 notes per bar instead of 1. Also fun, here goes. Okay, cool. This is, of course, very, very difficult to do. Take your time with controlling the numbers. It's invaluable to have that skill. So I know I make it sound like it's not a very, very difficult thing, but it personally took me a long time to control this well. Now, let me show you the final step, which is enhancing it with some melody. What I'll be doing is I'll be playing chromatic approaches. Sometimes I'll be playing some simple chord tone, 3s and 5s, just trying to fill up my line a little bit. And that's not automatic, I know. There's lacking information here, which I have to explain in other places. But try to use your imagination to fill out the line you've just created. So let me go. Okay, so I'm really thinking in lines, and this is very helpful. So let me summarize, kind of an important lesson, I hope. Step 1, take your chart and spell out the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13 of each chord so you know what the notes are. Remember, the tensions are a whole step above the 1, 3, 5. And if you have a dominant, you have the option of flat 9, 9, and sharp 9. And you have the option of flat 13 and 13, which adds 3 more available notes for your dominants. Step 2, take a single string and play a specific number on all the song, like I did for Stella playing just the 3s. An example. The next step after you've played all the chord tones and tensions is pick any note, C, D, E, F, G, one of the 7 diatonic notes. Just stay on it and watch how it changes function. Spell out what it does. For example, let me do it just for fun on D. You stay here and you say the name of the function. So in real time, this is the 7, now it's the sharp 11, now it's the 9. Now it's the flat 13, and so on. The next step, take your single finger and start moving with the rule you're allowed to move either by a half step or by a whole step, and create a line which is built completely of minor and major seconds. Final fun step to get more melodic. Start playing around the line you create. Okay, this is very helpful. I do hope it actually helped you. Feel free to comment, ask questions. I love teaching you guys, and thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.